speaking of his baby daddy, as Kanye West called him, Lyor Cohen writes open letter to Kanye West. You should have chosen a path that sows. You've chosen a path that sows discord. So Lyor Cohen, the big dog in the music industry, the CEO of Def Jam, been running things for a long time. Very upfront with where he stands on a lot of stuff. YouTube global music head of music, Lyor Cohen, who worked closely with Kanye West when he was the CEO of Def Jam Recordings. I forgot he is the music head at YouTube now. He is the reason YouTube's algorithm and monetary payments work the way they work. If you look at YouTube now and the people who got these big channels and make money off of YouTube and stuff, it now works like the music industry. Before, when you see these big YouTubers with millions of subscribers and they get 5 million views in 2 days or whatever, they would put out 2-3 videos a month because they didn't need to put out a bunch of content. They've cut down on it so much now that you see those same people putting out 10 videos a month now. So now the music industry wants you to put out more music for less money. So if I was paying you $100,000, now I want you to, for one album, now I want you to do 3 albums for that same $100,000. That's now what YouTube is. We want you to up your production rate so we get more views on the platform, and we're going to pay you the same amount of money or less. Just wicked, wicked, wicked. But he addressed the superstar artist who was alienated much of the world in his hateful anti-Semitic comments. In his letter, Cohen pleads West to be more sensitive to the pain you world inflict on Jewish communities, all those who stand against hate. Let me just read exactly what he wrote. Let me just go down to it. This is what Lyor Cohen wrote to Kanye West. Dear Kanye, I am deeply disappointed in your recent he was interviewing the Prager guy, and it says the reason why Jewish people are successful in there as a community is because they don't consider themselves victims as blacks do. And I said, wait, what? When everybody said, you mean the same people who have a whole slogan they have attached to themselves, which is never forget? Okay. You have a lot of power. Imagine complimenting someone and they say you're being anti-Semitic. Honorable says, I never got his popularity, crying about being rich and famous and all the young women who don't want him. I don't get it. Yeah, Drake is, to me, Drake's popularity is based off high school, melodramatic type soap opera stuff, high school and college. The whole, you didn't want me then, but now you want me now. Rubbing into the girl face when you were able to quote unquote glow up or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely one of those. And I never use this term. I never really bought into this, but it's definitely a lot of that. It's definitely a lot of that woman hate type thing. It's not hate women, but have a lot of vitriol to them for not liking you when they were in 9th grade. And now you 25, 28 years old and still hold resentment to somebody turning you down, not able to deal with rejection. Yeah. Anyway, Lyor, the scripts write themselves. Yeah, let me finish. He said, with anti-Semitism on the rise, as always, right? Your voice and influence carry a significant responsibility. I urge you to be more sensitive to the path your words inflict on Jewish communities and all those who stand against hate. Your talent and reach could be used to heal and inspire, to bridge divides and promote understanding instead of you choosing the path to sow discord and perpetuate harmful stereotypes. And look at this. Regina always brings this part right here up. The Jewish and Black experience share a rich history of collaboration and mutual support. Particularly in the music industry, for the early days of jazz and blues to the groundbreaking work of Motown and beyond, our communities have enriched each other through music and culture. No, the whole entire community have benefited on one side, and on the other side, you give one person crumbs that might help their children, but it definitely don't help the entire community. Our communities have enriched each other through music and culture. I urge you to reflect on the shared legacy and use your platform to build upon the love and understanding that have always existed between our communities. Sincerely, Lyor. Fuck you. Honorable said, this is the victim mentality they claim they don't have. Exactly. Oh, what up, Dre? What's good? What's good? So he said all this, and he's already seen as the devil. Nobody cares when Lyor come out and say something. That's the damn devil. It's the damn devil. Now let me show this here, because somebody came out and made some points, as they always do when he speaks, because it's understood how wicked he is. So Kanye came out and responded. And Kanye, it's just unfortunate that he's so all over the place sometimes, because when he makes sense, he hits it out the park when he makes sense. It's unfortunate that he goes off and does other things to garner attention, clout chase sometimes. This is what Kanye had to say to Lyor about him saying that he's sowing discord between the communities. Kanye said, because he called him Kanye. Obviously, Kanye has changed his name to Ye legally. That is his name, Ye. It's the same thing with Muhammad Ali. Don't call me Cassius Clay. My name is Muhammad Ali. The same thing with Mos Def. My name is Yasin Bey. Don't call me Mos Def. But Ye says, Lee, or let me call you by your incorrect name also. He called him Lee. He said, you and your whole industry have promoted and get paid off songs that black people glorify killing each other. But my one shirt is the worst thing ever. All of you are like girls who who take accountability. It's the double standard. Then you threaten and extort people around me. People are so used to your mob, and to think when Tony Birch came to the door with the towel on, I didn't smash because I looked at you like as a friend. You start by apologizing and taking accountability for the massive promotion of Black Death that you got paid off of for years, and you too broke to speak. To me in first place. And you know what Irv said to you before he passed, and since he's not here, I'll say it: suck my dick. He spoke facts right there. And funny enough, this has been brought to Lyor Cohen's face before on the Breakfast Club. I'm gonna show the video. Mark Gordon says that they left out a lot of history, like fighting for the Confederacy and making birth of a nation. Yeah, and paying for the boats that allegedly brought the slaves over here, And by the way, some of them being funding on both sides of the Holocaust, but we're not gonna get into all that. Dre says, oh yeah, I remember this. Honorable says, Jews and blacks share a rich history. Bitch, where? The history is between black men in the 50s, 60s. We have nothing to do with that. Funny how it's the same with the Latinx community too. Here, Honorable go come. Here, go kicking dirt. Go ahead, kick some dirt up. Now let me play this video right here.
Now it seems like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote
that? Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vulture.
See, the thing about them too is I like the fact that these types stand on what they say. I don't like the whining anti-Semitic types. If you know you the big dog and you just stand on it. He pretty much said, I don't care, I gotta pay people, I'm making money. Hey, if they didn't make the music, I wouldn't be able to sell it. He ain't got nothing to do with me. Fix your community. Stand on it. I don't mind it. When people tell you who they are, listen. Honorable says, didn't know they made Birth of a Nation. Mark telling. What up, Bishop? He said, what y'all think about Abraham? Hold on. They're calling me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Sorry, y'all. Oh, bitch said, what do you think about Abraham? Oh, hold on. Ain't it the dude? Hold on, let me look his name up. Oh, that's the dude who didn't he say he wasn't gonna take no money and then he took some money, Bishop? He was supposed to get rid of the funding that was coming his way from other governments, and he ended up taking the money. But shout out to him though. I think we talked about him a couple weeks ago. All right. Brady says, peace. Ye is a national treasure. George Bush, Lyor doesn't care about black people. Yeah. It's just unfortunate when he goes left on certain things when he's just trying to rile people up emotionally. You know, people emotional. Honorable says, I hate this clip. I don't get putting the blame on these issues on him when black adults are closer to the young artist than Lyor. We can't forget that thinking is best to keep the talent high, i.e. win. Exactly. That's why I just said, he pretty much said, ain't my business. If you stop making the music, I wouldn't be able to promote it. You know? Keeper says, what a piece of shit. They don't allow others to influence their community negatively in the way they try to do to ours. Well, within their culture and religion, they are allowed to treat other people badly. And to be honest with you, anybody should be willing to not allow things within their culture that they're willing to do to somebody else. I remember back in the day, even amongst the thieves and the criminals, it was understood, hey, I'm going to rob them. I won't rob my own. When I want to do some B&Es or whatever, I'm going to go to the other neighborhood over there. Because why would I steal from my own? You know, I'm not saying that's completely righteous, but that used to be the thinking amongst every group. When you talk about the positive, if I'm in a position of power at some corporation or whatever, and I have an option to hire this group or that group, or I get a direct funding to this place or that place, I'm going to choose the one that benefit my community more than the other. So, you know, he's doing what's best for him and his immediate family and making sure that those in power are more like him. Honorable says, is Kanye unnatural obsession with Drake part of him seeking white acceptance? No, I think with Drake, Kanye respects influence and marketability. Because Drake is such a big artist, Kanye sees him as a quote unquote equal. Yeah, Kanye is about being the biggest artist. He's about being the best, and because Drake was able to create such a popular name for himself, I think Kanye just respects his process. Keeper said that's why the way they were drove out of every country. Hey, but you're not allowed to point that out. It's immediately you're called anti-Semitic for pointing out, hey man, we're not just talking about in one country. We're not just talking about in one set period in time. We're talking about historically, like centuries. It's like the same thing keeps happening. Certain things get introduced by a particular group. People backlash against it and say, get them out of here. But, you know. Honorable says, we can't have that understanding because we can't rob the black individual an opportunity to try and change their life. Let me move on. And speaking of blackmail, because as Kanye brought up the blackmail, then this right here was posted by a Jewish man. Kevin Blatt says, hey, yay. Remember that sex tape I helped take off the market for you in 2012 with the hooker in Vegas? Yeah, the Jew. Didn't forget about that horrible performance of a small, you had high on MDMA. Hey, why don't you go F your favorite person in the world, yourself? Now, it's funny because Kanye responded to this, and he said, that was a fun night. Can't wait to see it again. You know, somebody said, a Jewish fixer who spills all your dirt if you criticize Israel unless you give him more money. It's called blackmail. Which is why these people are always, like they act as like puppet masters around you. They make sure they're always near you. It's like every time you see a black person gain any level of prominence, fame, success, it's just always one of them connected to it. It's just they always get their claws in early. You know, it is what it is. Speaking of people trying to get their claws in, what is going on with Luigi? John Leguizamo, whatever his name is, for the last couple of months, he's been trying to tie everything to how Mexicans or Latinos in America helped build this country. They built the railroads. They were getting lynched, according to him. You know, now he's saying that the Crip walk comes from Mexicans. And the black people just made it national and put some funk on it. The Crip, they're trying to take the Crip walk now. But then it says those people are nasty in their spit. They always hurling at folks. They're the real goyim. Facts. Otto says they go around the world telling everyone stop thinking you're a victim for what actually happened to them so that they can position themselves as the sole ultimate global victim. Sick game. Well, they also subvert that by being the quote unquote most powerful, at least publicly, what they show, the names and what positions they have. So they kind of play this whole double side thing. It's like how they play this whole double minority or, whatever that type of stuff is. They try to play the minority also play the other side of it. So they create the problem and then tell you how to fix it.